Now it's time for Everyday Apologetics, where we talk about common questions that Christians have. We're joined today by Dr. Fazale Rana, President of Reasons to Believe and CEO.
Yeah.
And biochemist.
Yeah. Thanks for having me, Sandra.
Thank you so much for joining us on our 200th episode and our 5-year anniversary or birthday for 2819. And I thought, what better person to interview than you, Fuzz, as President of Reasons to Believe, and Reasons to Believe is the organization that produces 2819.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of 2819, many viewers don't know what our name means and where it comes from, that it's inspired specifically by Matthew 28:19, therefore go and make disciples of all nations. So can you explain how Matthew 28:19 really is in line with 1 Peter 3:15, 16, which are verses that influence the mission of Reasons to Believe?
Yeah, well, I mean, Matthew 28:19 is the passage that's sometimes called the Great Commission, where before Jesus ascends into heaven, he tells his disciples to go out into the world and to make disciples of other people, and then to teach them to do likewise. And 1 Peter 3:15 and 16 tell us that we should always be prepared to give reasons for the hope that we have when people ask with gentleness and respect. And so those two passages of Scripture really shape who we are at Reasons to Believe. Our organization's mission is to open people to the gospel by revealing God in science. And so we communicate to people that scientific advance, sound reason affirm the message of the Bible and the Christian worldview. So we focus on scientific evidence for God's existence, the Bible's reliability, but we do it in a particular way where our goal is to help people see the gospel, build a bridge to the gospel as we show scientific evidence for the Christian faith, that we want to pay attention to people's questions or even their objections. We treat them with respect. We don't demonize people that are asking those questions or even challenging the faith, but we engage them with respect with the idea that our focus is to really help people see the truth of the gospel as opposed to really put them down or to try to win a debate with them.
Right. And I really, value the work that you provide here to equip not only those skeptical, but also for a lot of parents who don't know how to answer their kids' questions. Even adult children, they don't know how to answer, the parents don't know how to answer their questions. So if we have someone like that watching right now, who's struggling either within themselves or to engage those they love, what would you say to encourage them? Where would you point them to kind of begin exploring what we provide and how to answer those questions?
Well, I mean, there's a rich wealth of back episodes of 2819 that really cover the gambit of the types of questions that people ask when it comes to science faith issues. And that would be a great place to start. Because the programming for 2819 is meant to really introduce people to some of these conversations and give them a bit of an orientation. But then there's a lot of places people can go to dig deeper. One place would be our website at reasons.org. And as you mentioned, there's a wealth of books and other resources that we've developed really to help people just explore the range of issues. But all of these resources have a singular message, and that is that really scientific advance reveals evidence for God's existence. It reveals evidence that there is purpose and meaning in the universe, that humanity has purpose and meaning, and that the message of Scripture is valid, is true.
So let me ask, as new president of Reasons to Believe, an organization we've been around for 36 years, I think.
Yeah.
What would be your hope for the future as you think of where you want to take Reasons to Believe? What would you like to see in 5, 10, 20 years?
Yeah, well, one of our grand visions at Reasons to Believe is to build our scholar community, which is a group of volunteer scholars in a wide range of disciplines who partner with us, but to build that scholar community to well over 1,000 individuals with the idea that community could really pioneer and advance the science faith conversation, which is a very important conversation in and of itself. But we really want to help people to understand that this common narrative that science is in conflict with the faith, or that science challenges the Christian faith, is really an improper way to think about that relationship. And so, we just want to reach more people, with that message, and we're looking to build, partners that help us to do that.
Well, I love that. I'm happy to be on the journey with you. Thank you so much for that, Fuzz. If you would like to join us on this journey, go to support.reasons.org to find out how you can do so.